In Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Hermione gets furious when she sees Ron kissing Lavender Brown. She casts a spell that causes a flock of birds to fly aggressively toward Ron, almost hurting him. Like in Hermione's case, jealousy can drive us to do some pretty impulsive and sometimes wild things. But jealousy isn't always this obvious in real life, especially if your crush is trying to hide it. According to a study by Dr. Brian Kenneth Gall at the University of Iowa, someone's attachment style and personality can affect how they act when they're jealous. In this video, we'll talk about the different ways that people express jealousy and how to spot it in your crush. So, if you think your crush might be jealous, keep watching to find out if they're showing any of these signs. Compensatory restoration. Has your crush been extra kind to you lately, or giving you a lot more attention than usual? If so, this could be their way of responding to jealousy through compensatory restoration. In other words, instead of focusing on the person they're jealous of, they're trying to strengthen their relationship with you. According to a study published in the Western Journal of Communication, compensatory restoration is a common pro-social response to jealousy, meaning it can be positive and helpful. Maybe you notice that your crush is asking you to hang out and text you more often, or they start complimenting you a lot. They might even try to do things to improve themselves to get your attention, like dressing a little nicer when they know you'll be at a party. But some reactions to jealousy aren't always so pleasant. Let's look at some of the other signs that your crush might be jealous, but expressing it in a different way. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Another sign that your crush is jealous is that they've been talking down about someone you know, otherwise known as rival derogation. A 2011 study published in Communication Methods and Measures identified rival-focused communication as one of the specific signs of jealousy. This could look like name-calling or saying things to make you believe that the so-called rival, aka the person they're jealous of, isn't a good person. If they're trying to hide their jealousy, they might subtly point out the person's bad qualities. Corey is always late. They can be so inconsiderate sometimes. The crush might also engage in rival contact or talking to the person they're jealous of. This contact doesn't always have to be confrontational. If you notice that your crush is spending a suspicious amount of time with their supposed rival or suddenly trying to befriend them, it could be their subtle way of coping with jealousy. The freeze out. Has your crush been giving you the cold shoulder lately and you can't figure out why? Well, they just might be trying to hide their jealousy. Dr. Laura Guerrero, a professor at Arizona State University, and her colleagues conducted a study that showed that avoidance is another major sign of jealousy. If your crush is engaging in avoidance, they may not only communicate with you less, but strongly deny that they're jealous and completely shut down if you bring it up. If your crush has been unusually distant and avoids the topic of jealousy when you ask them about it, they could be trying to hide these feelings from you. Keeping tabs. Is your crush suddenly checking in on you, observing your behavior, and asking what you're doing a little too often? Don't worry, we're not referring to stalker behavior like Joe from the Netflix show You. We just mean asking you maybe a few more details than usual about where you were and what you were doing, otherwise known as surveillance. If your crush is keeping tabs on you and they didn't do this before, they might be jealous and trying to hide it. According to a study conducted by clinical psychologist Dr. Rachel Elphinston and researchers at the University of Queensland, surveillance can be a sign that your relationship means a lot to your crush. However, in the same study, surveillance was also linked to rumination, meaning the person focused too much on negative, jealous thoughts, and this can lead to lower relationship satisfaction. It could be helpful to keep this in mind if your crush has been engaging in surveillance behaviors lately. Now we want to hear all of your experiences. If you think your crush might be jealous of you, what are some other signs you're noticing? And if you've ever been the jealous crush, how did you act? As always, we appreciate you watching this video and hope it will help you navigate this tricky topic just a little bit easier. Thanks for your support, and see you next time. And remember, you matter.